Machines. Hey guys, we're back with another weekend one-off. We're playing the Sega CD version of the Terminator. And ordinarily I'd be really concerned about movie footage on YouTube with the copyright stuff. But honestly, if YouTube's algorithm can detect the mess that is Sega CD full motion video, then my god, they have evolved to a point where we just can't save ourselves anymore and they are taking over. The machines rose from the ashes of the nuclear fire. Their war to exterminate mankind had raged for decades, but the final battle would not be fought in the future. It would be fought here, in our present, tonight. This theme is fantastic. So, Terminator, released on Sega CD, published by Virgin Games, possibly developed by Virgin, actually. Back when Virgin made games before they were bought out by somebody and became something else. I forget what it is. This is the best game based on the original Terminator movie. You have others. There's the NES version, which is infamous at this point. There's the Super Nintendo version. I forget if there's a Game Boy version. But essentially, this is the best version, and it's a completely different game from all the others. Super difficulty, jeez. So we're going to run through this for a little bit, and have some fun. And these cutscenes, it's like... The Sega CD came along and a lot of people thought, oh, with this space we can put videos on games and it'd be really cool. And it was not. It was really bad. And a few people had the really good idea, actually, that, maybe we should be using this extra space not to put awful full motion video in, but to improve the games in some way. And the Sega CD was essentially maybe like a little bit more powerful than the Mega Drive, but the single biggest quality it had was the space of the CD and CD quality audio. And the games that really took advantage of that, like this, could do some really great stuff. And the Sega CD gets a really bad rap, and for a good reason. There was a lot of crap on the Sega CD, and a lot of it just used the space for full motion videos, and it was really bad. However, there were some really good games. Terminator is a really good old school run and gun shooter with some fantastic music. Like Tommy Tallarico, possibly at his best here. Now we got the machine gun, yeah. Like Tommy Tallarico, possibly at his best with this. You had stuff like Snatcher, which is the Sega CD version, is like the only version of Snatcher that was released in English, which is really irritating because like the PlayStation version probably would have. The PlayStation version would have been easier to get hold of. As it is, like, you want to play Snatch without emulating, good luck. Spending some money there. This music, this is fantastic. Look at that really smooth animation on the running as well, that's really good. Like, what is this? There is other stuff, like Luna, the two Luna games that were released on Sega CD. Silver Star and Eternal Blue, which are really good and have fantastic translations, actually, thanks to Working Designs. So if you see the Working Designs logo in a game, you know that translation is going to be fantastic. Sylpheed is really good on Sega CD. Final Fight CD is probably the best version of Final Fight on home systems. Like, is it as good as the arcade version? That's up to you to decide. But it's easily the best home version. Doesn't have the issue the Super Nintendo version did, where you only had the two characters, Guy and Cody. No, it was Guy. It was Cody and Haggai. You couldn't play as Guy. And then there was the other version on the Super Nintendo, Final Fight Guy. Of course, we do run into one of the biggest problems with early CD games. They didn't know how to loop the music correctly. So the music tracks just end and then restart. They figured that out by the time we got to PlayStation for the most part. So we're only doing this as a one-off because like this is mostly the entire game. It's your run-and-gun shooter. But I really do want to get to the modern day. There's a bunch of levels set in the future against the machines. But then we get to the modern day, which for Terminator 1 was 1984. There's some really good environments that are in there, like the designs look really good. Damn it. I always die to that guy, I always forget he's there. Like, the environments look really good. This is really good. Like, the level you go to, the level you start, the present day in, has a really good theme. It's like really atmospheric and cool. God damn it. And this is one of those old games that has the thing where you have limited number of lives. There, you lose them all, game over. Back to the title screen, so yeah. The way it's looking, this weekend one-off will just be this one stage. Okay, get in, shoot, throw. Okay, there we go. Jeez. So the cutscenes, the movie cutscenes, are just very brief clips of the movie, and especially for the future, they are the flashbacks, I think, that Kyle Reese has, or there's a bit in the movie where Sarah's imagining what the future was like in a dream. And like very quick glimpses of that. And they used those bits for the game. I was like, oh yeah, no, that's the cutscene. Kyle's still moving through the future. It's like, At that point, why even have the... Why even have the FMV cutscenes? Because they really don't establish anything. This is another rocking track. Ooh, that riff. Grab some stuff from in there. See, what else did the Sega CD have? The Adventures of Batman and Robin, actually. The version of the game on that. I need to just run through there. But yeah, the version of Adventures of Batman and Robin on Sega CD is completely different to like every other version. And it is kind of worth a look. Because it uses full motion video. Which, yeah, isn't a great thing. I can't aim diagonally down. It's like, yeah, it's not a great thing, except the full motion video in the Adventures of Batman and Robin on Sega CD is entirely original animation made just for the game of the series, and they have the voice actors back for the game. And it's like the first case that happening. And it's really cool. I say first case, probably not the first case that happening in a game ever, but it's the first case of it happening for the Batman animated series. There would later be stuff like Rise of Sin Tzu and Batman Vengeance. I don't think there was any original stuff recorded for Gotham City Racer on PlayStation, which was based on the animated series. I'm pretty sure I just used cutscenes straight from the cartoon. I need you to die because I'm almost dead. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, it's really cool. You should take a look at that sometime. The game itself isn't great, but just having this original animation for it was a really cool thing. Get in the truck. Get in the truck, Kyle. And of course, if you've seen the movie, this bit ends with the... Is that a hunter-killer, or is the hunter-killer smaller? Like, now we're in Skynet. But, like, that scene in the movie ends with the hunter-killer shooting the truck, flipping it over, and Kyle is in the wreckage as it's on fire and screams, and then Sarah wakes up from her nightmare. This is another really great track. Watch out for those baby hunter killers. Grab that grenade. Well, it's a good thing something happened with that Terminator where it just started aiming downwards. God, imagine what this game's like if you don't get the machine gun at the start. Come on. At this rate, that damn thing's gonna respawn. Alright, good. So there's an interesting theory I heard, Robo-Dogs! Interesting theory I heard once that these are actually supposed to be like T-1000s, which isn't outside the realm of possibility because by the time this came out, I think Terminator 2 might have actually been out or was coming out. No, Kyle, fight for the future. We're on our last life, and we've not gotten any more. That's really irritating and weird. Like these old games, you'd usually have limited lives, but you'd usually end up with more lives once you hit a certain number of points. And that just doesn't seem to have happened yet. And it's also kind of irritating because there's no real way to avoid a lot of the damage here. Like that. Kyle Reese. Terminated. Should we call it here? It's been like 15 minutes. Yeah, alright. Is there a password system for this actually that we could jump to another level with? Or is this your old style arcade where, nope, no there isn't. Restart and are we back at the beginning? Yes. Alright, so I think we'll call it there. If you want a better look at this game, there's plenty of stuff you can find on YouTube. The Super Best Friends, for their Terminator week when Terminator Genesis was coming out, did this game for maybe a little under an hour. And got way further than I did. It's really worth looking at. See some more of the stuff. It's really cool. But yeah, that'll be it for tonight, for today's weekend one-off. I want to thank you all for watching. Have yourself a fantastic whatever time of day it is, and take care.